Hello guys, this is Elias with Softfly, and in this video we are going to export JetEngine custom fields to Google Drive using WPL export. Now guys, in this video we have these properties post type, so let me open that for you. And we have a bunch of properties with a great variety of fields here, created all of them with JetEngine. We have a couple of simple text fields, a couple of select fields. This one is a JetEngine checkbox field. Number radio, this is a very cool one. This is a JetEngine repeater field, and inside of it has 3 subfields, right? So you can add as many as you want. And then here we have a JetEngine gallery, JetEngine media field, and 4 more simple text fields. Now guys, this is the data we're gonna export. So let's set up our export by choosing the post type, which is properties. So WPL export says we have 103 properties to be exported. So let's click on the customize export file button. And here is our export template. Now all of these elements are gonna be columns in our CSV file. So let's hit preview. And here is the layout. It's pretty simple. So all of the fields you don't want, you can just drag them off this box and they will disappear from your file, right? Now guys, our JetEngine fields are here in this right panel, and we could drag and drop each one of them like so, right? You can see that the data shows up here. But since I want all of these fields, I'm gonna drag and drop this first element, which as you can see, it's kind of different from the rest, just the color of the letters. So let's drag and drop that, and instantly all of the fields are gonna be included in this export template. Now I'm gonna change this title column, so this one's gonna be called property name, right? Cool. Save, and this content one is gonna be called description. All right. Preview, and just like that, we have changed our column names, so that's pretty cool. Then here for the date first listed, I want to change this date format because, I don't know, maybe I want something more readable, more friendly perhaps. So here it is. Let's use D, comma, F, J, and Y. All right, preview. And there you go, we have changed our date format. Pretty easy. Now guys, here for the price, I want to add a $sign. So let's do it. Here it is. I'm gonna choose custom export field. I'm gonna call this price. And I'm gonna drag and drop the price element right here. And before that price element, I'm gonna type in a $sign. So that's cool. Preview. And there you have it. That easy. Now here guys, for these amenities, I don't know, maybe this pipe element, well, it's separating the elements nicely. Maybe I want something that's more, I don't know, friendly, more readable again. So I'm gonna change those pipes with commas. And to do that, I'm gonna use a quick PHP function, which I have ready here. So I'm just gonna paste that in. And this function, it's gonna use strreplace to look for our pipes and change those with commas and a space, right? So in order to run a function here in WPL export, we need to copy the name of our function. Oh, don't forget, we need to save this function first. Then we enable this, paste the name of our function here. And this is going to call this function in this value. And this value is this field right here. So let's save, preview again, and there it is, right? We have changed our pipes with commas. That's pretty easy, guys. So lastly, guys, I want to show you this rooms element, and this rooms is a JetEngine repeater. So you can see that we have some elements and they are separated with pipes too. And the way this works is basically this first element, right, has, well, this one is actually missing the first element. We can go ahead and find this property just to make sure that this isn't an error. It isn't, right? This one, it's not there. But I want to show you guys so you can see it better. All right, launch your card, and then we look for our repeater, and as you can see, this first repeater sub-element doesn't have any measurement, right? So, and the first one is actually entrance hallway. The second one is WC, living room, and so on and so forth. And as you can see here, we have entrance hallway. And for the measurement, we don't have any values for the first element, but we do for the second. So this second element is the measurements for the WC. And this description is the one for the first element, and this one for the second, and so on and so forth. Right, guys? So I hope this is clear. This is the default values for when you're exporting a JetEngine repeater field. But you can present this data in another way. For example, let's click on rooms and enable this option that says display each repeater row in its own CSV line. Now let's save, preview again. And here it is. We have entrance hallway, and the other ones are gone, right? Well, they are just below that. WC, living room, dining room, kitchen, and whatnot. And all of the data, it's nicely ordered in its own CSV lines. The only issue with this is, as you can see, all of the other cells are empty. Now, if you wanted to populate those, you can enable this option that says fill in empty columns. And if enabled, each repeater row will appear as its own CSV line with all of the post info filled in for every column. Now, let's save this, preview again. Look for our JetEngine repeater, which is here. And we have entrance hallway, WC, one dot. And as you can see, all of the other data is still here. So there is really not a right or wrong way to do this. It just kind of depends on how you need your data. But guys, I believe we have covered plenty here on this video about how to set up an export. So let's move on to the part where we send this export file to Google Drive, right? So let's continue. The export type, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just go with CSV, but you can use Excel or XML or whatever you want. So let's click continue. All right, and here is some advanced options for exports. The first ones are the scheduling options, and this is for when you need to schedule your exports and maybe run them automatically, right? So we have two options for that. The first one is the automatic scheduling, which is pretty cool because it will allow you to set up and schedule here. So if you want to run this export every single day, just select all of the days, select a time, say 12 a.m. and maybe you want to run this at 12 p.m. too. Why not? Or maybe don't run in all of the days, maybe just Monday through Friday. So deselect Saturday and Sunday. And that's it. With this, WPL export will run on this schedule. It's very easy. Now guys, this is a paid service. It costs $9 a month. So if you want to subscribe to this, just click on this link, subscribe, and that's it. Now, if you don't want to subscribe to this, that's fine. You can use cron jobs, and cron jobs are free. They're just a little bit more technical. So if you want to know more about that, you can click on this link. You can check out the other videos in our channel, or you could go to our website at wplimport.com. For now, I'm going to choose Do Not Schedule, right, and close this up. These options are pretty much self-explanatory, so if you read them, you will know what they do. But you can always just hover on the question marks for more details about what they do. Right? Now, guys, I believe this name is good. You can change that if you want to. I'm actually gonna use here something different. I'm gonna say WP all export video. That's cool. You will see why I'm doing this very soon. So let's save and run this. And this should be fairly quick. So let's just give it a few seconds and it should be done in a minute now. All right. So guys, we can download here our CSV and you can open that. You can download the bundle. The bundle is a zip file that contains the CSV and all of the options and settings that you will need to import this with WPL import, right? Now we have here the scheduling again, and then we have here the external apps tab. Now we have video here on how to connect this with Zapier, and I recommend that you see this if you don't know how to do it, but we're just gonna go there anyways. So let's click on this link, and it will take you to the Zapier integration page with WPL export. So you can click here on this button to connect WPL export to over 6,000 apps. But since we're going to use Google Drive and it's just right here. I'm just gonna click on it, right, and connect these apps. And there you go. Now, guys, for the WPL export, we will need an event. So I'm gonna choose new export file and continue. I have my connection ready here, so I'm just gonna skip this step. But it's very simple, guys. If you click here on the sign in button, it will just prompt you with the two fields, the API key and the website's URL. You will find the API key here on settings. Just copy this, paste it there, and the URL, and boom, that's it. Now, let's click continue and test our trigger. Now this trigger, it's basically what's gonna fire this automation, right? So you can see that Zapier has tried to pull some data from WPL export. And we have here the website URL, the export ID, the file type, the post type that's gonna be exported, and all of this other data. So let's continue with these records, right? And here we need the action. So this action is gonna be Google Drive. And the event, it's gonna be upload a file. Now let's click continue. I'm already signing here too, but again, it's very simple. Just click here and log in with your Google account, and boom, that's it. Now I'm gonna click continue. For the drive, I'm gonna choose my Google Drive. Now for the folder, I have a folder here which is called WP All Export JetEngine. So I'm gonna choose that. All right. Now for the file, this is the file that's gonna be uploaded to Google Drive. So we're gonna need here this export file. Cool. Convert to document. I'm gonna say true. File name. This is why I set this up like this. So I'm gonna use the export name. And file extension, I'm gonna use, where is it? Here it is, file type. Right, so that's everything we need. Let's click continue and test this step. Now guys, once I click here on this button, Zapier will try to get this file from WPL export, and it will appear here. So let's do that. And it should be fairly quick. So let's just wait it out. All right. So as you can see, our file is here already. Now let's open that. And as you can see, we have the right column names. We have the price with the $sign. The amenities have the PHP function running. So all of this is looking really good. And since this is working, it's time to publish our SAP. Let's give it a name first. This one's going to be called JetEngine Export. All right, and let's just publish it. And that's it. All right, guys, so that was very simple, and that's everything you need to export JetEngine custom fields and upload that file to Google Drive using WPL export and Zapier. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to know more about how to import or export other kinds of data, like if maybe you're using ACF or Metabox to handle your custom fields, or maybe you have an e-com store and you're using WooCommerce, well, you can import and export that data too using WPL import and WPL export. Just be sure to check out the other videos in our channel and check out our website at wplimport.com. For now, thank you for watching and see you next time.